today, from Lincoln Financial Field,
one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. In motion left is Thomas. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And right away he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. Touchdown, Eagles! Take Bigsby, taking it in. And the Eagles have struck first in this NFC title game. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. As you see, they have dealt with their fair share of injuries this season. But, Charles, that hasn't stopped them from putting together a very... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tank Bigsby with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, they'll throw in McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, 44 yards. And the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Booth going to play it safe, and it's a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. And this is incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll only get this back to the 10-yard line. Not too sure what he was doing there. Here's Hurts to throw. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Loose inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, an even 90 yards. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Booth going to play it safe, and it's a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill.
There he goes, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. McCarthy operating from the gun. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. The big fella.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown.
Andrew Booth going to choose to bring this one out. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now McCarthy. And then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground, and he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the Battle of the Sea. You will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the AFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders matching up against the Miami Dolphins. The Eagles were led in the first half by their dynamic quarterback, Jalen Hurts. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters, as his guys have built up a sizable lead here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Second down, here's Hurts. That one downfield for Dotson.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for Philly. 55 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
Hurts.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Back to throw again. And it's caught.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw again.
And that's going to be caught. Oh, one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
6-man.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion.
Throwing is McCarthy.
You're watching the NFL. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Jordan Davis busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
A 3rd and long. Here's McCarthy. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. And here's Ryan Wright now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this belongs to the Vikings.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To the air with McCarthy.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's McCarthy. This is caught by Addison.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
They'll run it with Jones. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Now 3rd down and 7. And Bigsby once more. And And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory, moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.